Hello summoners, welcome back to another damage comparison video. This one is going to be between pre-buff Civil Warrior versus post-buff Civil Warrior, and you're going to see like he got a pretty big buff in terms of damage output, and you probably already know that he can convert his armor ups into furies, can get up to 50 furies, and at 50 furies he has like an absolute truck. The starting of course is very similar, and this guy he always had utility. He had heal block on the heavy attacks, he had power control on the SP2, some armor ups on the SP1, and even generally speaking he had some armor ups for the occasional havocs. But now that he has damage as well, and we are going to talk about how practical it is and stuff, because it is a little bit stressful to play. His playstyle is very different in the sense that you have to block and hold block a lot, but it kind of makes sense. He is like a Captain America kind of character. He has the shield, so the fact that you have to hold block is fine, and that is the reason why the number of hits will actually be like very different, because with Civil Warrior pre-buff you're just basically trying to get as much damage as possible, and it's not really working in our favor. You can see it's like 69 hits and we have barely made a dent on Civil Warrior, and post-buff one is not doing that much better. But you have to know that his damage, it will just keep on going up and up. Unfortunately, you can't carry over the damage to the next fight, so I'd say he's going to be very good for stuff like Labyrinth of Legends. But again, there is this factor that Furies, they are not very long, so like you can get two combos in and then you have to basically dash back and hold block again. And like it's not, you don't have to hold block for a very long time. It's definitely doable like while you're baiting special attacks or maybe blocking some special attacks, but there will certainly be situations where you're not able to do that, where the AI is very aggressive, the opponent throws a heavy attack and you have to dash back and do that all over again. It's not like you just hold block for a millisecond and all of things refresh and stuff. You actually have to, like, there is a small timer there, so and like dashing back in middle of the timer will just reset it again. So he's not the easiest character to play for sure, and like if you lose the Furies you lose them all. But as you can see, he's done, and like pre-buff version is not even like 1/4 done, and I'm sure most people would probably leave this video at this point. But I want to talk about post-buff Civil Warrior a little bit more, because I will probably take him to rank 3 in the CCP beta and test him out. I did see Karate Mike's video on it, and he's a very interesting character. Like, even besides the damage output and the utility that he previously had, the SP3 is very interesting to me. They're kind of similar to Psylocke and how power control works. Like, if you can have your opponent at 0 bar of power and like use just SP3, you can just power lock them for a very long time, and by the time they get back to 1 bar of power you will be at 2 bars, so you can drain it again. So he's a very strong power control character with some armor ups, with some furies, a lot of buffs, and he has so many buffs that he's obviously very good for stuff like buffed up, or anywhere where there would be aptitude buffs or something that would enhance his fury, like incursions, or like imagine having a 50 fury Civil Warrior with some armor ups with like what is that node called? I forgot the name. Do let me know in the comment section what that node is called. But basically he's going to be really good for a lot of areas of the game, and I wish the Fury lasted more, or like there is a mastery to extend the Fury, although it's not really worth it that much. But yeah, that is basically it for this video. Watching pre-buff Civil Warrior slowly trying to kill Winter Soldier it's really annoying, and it was not very fun to do. It took almost 7.5 minutes to kill this guy, which is really high. There are a lot of characters, I'd say good 40-50 characters in the game who can probably take Labyrinth of Legends fight in less time than Civil Warrior pre-buff could have taken Winter Soldier. But now I really think this guy could be useful in stuff like Labyrinth. Maybe not Abyss, because you need a lot of counters, and even though you have his utility, but like see, that's the thing, when the opponent has, let's say, permanent regeneration, you have to keep spamming the heavy attack to refresh the heal block, and at the same time you also have to dash back and hold your block and refresh the Furies, and Then we have the power control SP2. There's just a lot of things going on. So I think for a very skilled player who can just time everything perfectly, he's going to be a very good character. But for newer players, he might be a little confusing. You might try to get more than one thing and like get none of them and get completely wrecked. That is a possibility, or otherwise you might have to like sacrifice the utility for the damage or vice versa. So that's basically my thoughts on the Civil Warrior buff. It is definitely a good buff, and I'm glad I have a 6-star awakened one. I will take him to rank 2 on the live server, and I have attack T5CC almost. I might go for it. I might take him to rank 3. Like so far, I have 2 rank 3 6-star characters, and both of them were buffed at one point, like Moleman and Red Hulk. So yeah, both of them were recently buffed, and it could be interesting if I ended up taking him, because I always liked the design of this character. I really love the motion comic of him, and I think being like a character with so much utility and some decent damage, he will obviously have uses in the future of the game. But that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Do let me know if you want to see more pre-buff post. Like I still have to do, I guess Hood is getting reverted back, so it doesn't make sense, but I still have the Angela gameplay if you want to see that. Or I will be taking Angela to rank 5 and showcasing her awakened ability a little bit more in some other scenarios. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Subscribe to the channel for more content. We're super close to 4,000 subscribers, and like this video. Let's aim to hit 100 likes. Stay safe. Bye bye. Have a good one.